The payphone was
Answer
ringing.
your telephone.
Somehow I knew the call was for me.
Alright, we're back in New York. But as Saga.
Hello?
Yeah.
It's me again. You need to go to the statue at Parliament Tower Plaza. To make your ending come true, you will need what's inside the shoebox there.
The clicker? Alice?
The ending? A shoebox? Who is this?
This is very oppressive fog. Wait, who's humming? Hello?
Agent Anderson.
Timmy, what are you doing here?
Really you? Sorry, this place likes to play tricks.
Sheriff Breaker?
What the hell are you doing here?
What happened to you? How did you end up in the dark place?
I was brought here. Snatched away from the morgue by a man named Orland Dorr. Been trying to piece it together for... Well, it feels like a long time now.
Okay. Mr. Dorr, go on.
Who is this door person?
He's here. Somewhere. I've been seeing his face in my dreams for years. This whole thing is insane. But he is much more than he seems. He's connected to all of this.
Oh god, look at his smiling face. I don't want to profile that. That's gonna get creepy quick, I'm sure. Evil. Okay, where is the plaza?
I need to get to Parliament Tower Plaza. Do you have any idea where it is?
This place, it's like trying to find your way around in a dream. I've been trying to map it, but it keeps looping, shifting. Like there were many versions stacked on top of each other. There is a page. Describes Dorr finding his way through this place. I tried to follow the steps, but no luck.
Can I read that page?
Can I see that page, Tim?
Of course. In fact, it's the page I tried to give you back in the morgue in Bright Falls. Huh. Now that I think about it, maybe Dorr brought me here to keep you from reading it. Here.
That's interesting. So the page that he was trying to give us back then, but maybe it was just too soon for it, you know?
I'm
I'll
gonna
take
keep
that.
looking for Dorr. The closer I get, the closer I feel to waking up. I need to find the man behind the curtain.
Orland Dorr walked across the rain-slicked tiles of Caldera Street Plaza. He stopped at the door to the construction yard. A poster for his talk show hung there. He stepped through, willing it to take him to Parliament Tower Plaza.
I know what I need to do. The door to Parliament Tower Plaza was at the construction yard.
Okay. No safe room here anymore? Okay. Alright, we got some profiling to do. Mr. Dorr. Warland Dorr.
This is the first time I've seen a page about Orland Dorr. Who is he?
A door that stands between two rooms is in both. A door that can lead anywhere is everywhere. That door is the center. He governs the currents of reality.
With all the powers mixed up in this, it's hard to know who's playing who. Opening too many doors. This isn't important right now. I can look into it later.
It is important. He's so happy. Moving through the dark place.
The page describes him moving through the door. How can I do that?
The dark place has many faces and many names. It is a mirror, reflecting all possible realities. The family of doors have the power to shift between these realities, here and elsewhere.
If I can find a way to navigate through this nightmare, maybe I can find a way to get back home.
Okay. We have a page. The only page. Door traverses the dark place.
Warland Door walked across the rain-slicked tiles of Caldera Street Plaza. The rain didn't seem to touch him. He sensed his steps were being observed, documented into the story. He allowed it, this one time for this one reason, to be passed on by his unwilling disciple, to read at the right time. The ocean that was the dark place took the shape of New York City, drawn for the mind of Alan Wake. In part for the writer to navigate his prison, in part to torment him as he struggled to find his way out. Door was not bound by the rules as Wake was. He came and went as he pleased. For now, Door entertained the writer's fantasy, for a purpose known only to him. At the edge of the plaza, he stopped at the door to the construction yard. A poster for his talk show hung there, another part of Wake's fiction. He stepped through, willing it to take him to Parliament Tower Plaza.
Okay, he found a way. We're gonna find a way. Case closed, but do we have other cases? We were getting stuff on the... I thought we were getting stuff to put on the board, but maybe not. $18 rounds, that's all we need, right? All right, you hang in there, Tim. We're gonna get you out of here. You're gonna wake up. So, we don't have a map of this place, do we? Not as Saga. I feel like the construction yard is... Or the construction area is probably down to the right, down here. I thought it was down this way. This looks really dark and scary, though. No, it's just getting darker if we go that way. I don't think that's the way we gotta go. I think we gotta go this way. No, okay. Alright. Okay, okay. Dear God. What the hell? Okay, don't go that way, I guess? Tim, how the hell do we get out of here? Okay, I guess maybe we keep going this way. The alleyway? No, it's getting dark this way too. Okay. Oh. What about up there? No? What the heck? Tim? Can you help me out here? How do we get out of here? Go back the way we came through the door, you think? I don't think it's that way. I'm starting to get scary there. I mean, this is technically the construction area, right? Makes sense, I guess. I was thinking about when we were Alan and we ran over to the car wash side and there was all that construction over there. Very well, okay. We're in the subway.
I made it. I need to get up to the street and find that statue.
Okay, we got some stuff. Yeah, I guess we can quick select that. Why not?
Enough already.
Shut it.
There's
I'm
the
going to
shoe.
the shoebox. Leave me
The
alone.
clicker. And some kind of bullet. Shining with light. How did the clicker get here from Washington?
Hello. I'm gonna just go to Parliament Tower now. We're cool. No? Okay. What the f- I don't have a flashlight, do I? Well, I have a flashlight, but I... Uh-oh. You can't go down that way. Oh, God! I didn't have it out, so it wasn't letting me do the thing. Oh, you're bad too, okay. Jesus. Okay. Alright. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. Took a lot of shots there, they did.
I made it. I need to get up to the street and find that statue.
More tools. A flare. That would come in handy. For sure. We got 2 flares.
Enough already.
We pushed her under? I mean, that seems kind of scary. Alright, I have to wonder what we have to do with the clicker and the bullet here. How we get out of here.
The clicker. And some kind of bullet. Shining with light. How did the clicker get here from Washington? There's the shoebox.
Okay, but now what? There's a lantern here where Tim was. Timmy? Where'd you go? Okay, yeah, we still don't have a map or anything. This case is no longer closed. What? The heck was that? Why did we get to put that on the board? That was confusing. Brilliant spark of light, hard to look directly at, but it seemed to have the shape of a bullet. The clicker, a supernatural light switch. So we have to use these somewhere. We gotta figure out how to get into Parliament Tower. What the heck? I had a feeling. Okay.
Yes?
Yeah. What?
You don't know me, but you need to listen.
Hold on. How did you know the clicker would be there?
This is important. Alan's lost. He doesn't have the ending. He needs your help to finish the story.
How am I supposed to help him from here?
Well, thanks for hanging up on me.
Okay. I'm in the dark place. Wake is in Washington. I could talk to him in overlaps before. My mind place is more powerful than I ever knew. I can try to contact him.
We'll just talk to him.
Alan. We need to talk about the ending.
Saga, what is this?
My mind place. I've reached out to you like this before. But I understand more about it now.
You see visions too. I used to think they were ideas, inspiration, but they're real. Just like this now. I try to use them to make the story come true.
So this is coming from both of us. Maybe that's how we could communicate in the overlaps. We could use this to stop Scratch.
First, I need the ending.
Is there a problem, Alan?
So there's a problem with the ending?
I don't have the ending. It has to be perfect, but I don't have time to figure it out. I don't know what to do. Fuck. I'm so sorry. This whole thing is a fucking mess.
I agree. But we can still figure this out. And what exactly does perfect mean?
The elements of the ending need to come from the story's pre-existing parts. To make matters worse, this is a horror story.
It's not gonna be happy. Someone's gotta pay a price.
You don't need to tell me this is a horror story.
Right. The ending has to fit the genre if it's going to work. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters.
There must be a way to bring a hero into the story.
If there is a hero, they will ultimately pay a heavy price.
Okay. Pre-existing parts was the other one. Let's do that one first.
So the ending has to be earned, set up by the story. You can't build a case without supporting evidence.
That's the only way to make it stick.
Casey must survive.
I can't let the horror story take Logan and Casey. They were dragged into this. They need to survive. Non-negotiable.
Not just them. We need to try to save everyone. I have an idea how to help Casey. He's a real person who I twisted into a character. He isn't my creation, so he isn't a suitable host for the Dark Presence. I can write that into the ending to drive that fucking thing out of him.
Makes sense. Okay. I like how you're thinking.
the ending has to fit the story. This is how I see it. Return is a story about a story that comes true. And I'm a character in this story.
Not just a character. The hero.
Okay, a hero. In any case, I've been through hell to be here. And this is my life. It feels earned to me that I rise above the story and be there to create the ending.
Yes. That's what we're doing. Here, now. We're figuring out the ending I need to write.
No. I'm figuring it out.
This isn't Scratch's ending. But this isn't your ending either. This is our ending. You aren't the only one deciding these things anymore.
You're right. I can't do this alone. Every time I write, things only get worse.
You beat this thing back in 2010, Alan. And here you are doing the same again. You're a hero too. We're in this together.
Then let's bring it home.
The price must be paid. What's the price gonna be? Well, for Estevez, it's the loss of a leg. For Alan, well, Alice is already dead. He's already paid the price. I don't think we can save her. For Casey, once the dark presence is ripped out of him, I think he's going to lose his taste buds and never be able to taste coffee again. That's my thought. And Saga, I don't know, what price does she pay? Oh yeah, Logan. And David. But she gets to live. And she gets her badge back. The FBI doesn't fire her. Or they do, and then the Federal Bureau of Control hires her. That's a definite price you could pay. All right. Let's find out what the real price is going to be.
The ending will have to be dark, no matter what. The more people we save, the greater the cost. And the hero must pay the price.
One of the heroes. The scales always need to balance. Fuck it. Let's go with this.
Are you sure?
There's no time for anything better. Scratch could be here any second.
Then that's our ending. I have the clicker. I'll find a way to get it to you.
And I'll get the pages down. See you on the other side.
What is it? What's the ending? I'm getting chills. You're giving me chills, guys. Okay, there's nothing else to put on the board. Nothing else to do.
I need to retrace my steps back to Caldera Street Plaza. I arrived in the dark place through the fountain. Maybe I can leave that way too.
Return to the plaza through the subway station.
Caldera Plaza is back through the subway. I have to hurry.
Oh my god. So dark. More tools. Make sure we didn't miss any other ones. I think we're good. Shut up, Logan. You're getting sacrificed. Hey, I don't think these guys are gonna let us pass at all. Fuck! Oh, God! You're a fast one, huh? Jesus. God, quit with the stabbing. He's so fast. What is with these homing things? What? What the? You're kidding me. No way. What was that? You can't get away from those. I thought I had a really good dodge there, and then it still got us. Okay, all right, fair enough. All right, you bastards. I'm coming back. This time I'm bringing flares. It decided that it wanted to give us some more heals. I guess. I actually want that in the first slot. I don't even think we need to put that in a quick slot. Okay. We have a lot of 16 flashlight batteries. Holy crap. Enjoy that. See ya. Okay. It looks like we can go through a spiraling portal of death and darkness.
Alan?
Saga, I finished it. The ending we talked about.
I have the clicker and the bullet of light. Let's do this. I have to be the one to do it.
I feel like I've always been on this journey. Okay. It must end here. This darkness. What lies under the surface now shifts. A play of shadows catching my eye, thrusting my face into the water. He's here. It's shockingly cold. Past the mirror of the surface. And I will see.
Casey?
The end. Scratch! Now! A white, searing light of truth that for a flash pierces the shadows and reveals the hidden horror. And in that moment of silence, the whispered message finally heard.
Wake up.
Come on, you motherfucker! Come on!
That's the message.
What if there's nothing waiting to be revealed? The play of shadows fool us all, subterfuge to get our price of admission. Darkness not as a monster, but as emptiness. We're none the wiser. No answers, no truths. The hero turns to look inside, is destroyed by what he sees, and is redeemed. Saga said we're both heroes. I'll pay that price. So will she. We are here to kill the monster. I pray nothing comes after this. Nothing but sleep. This is how we win. Is it too easy? What if this is still the dark place? Another dream to wake up from, always coming back to the beginning. The memory of what came before burned away by this terrible realization. Maybe it's a mercy, forgetting. To know nothing when we loop around, back to the...
Is it over? Anderson.
Good time for the camera to die. We did it. We made it. We made it to the end. Let's see if just turning the camera back on gets it back. Well, in the end, Alan did take a bullet to the brain. Just like he foresaw. That light, a bullet of light, piercing through and killing the darkness. The darkness that had consumed him all along. What do you think? What did you guys think? That was fantastic. That's one of my favorite games. Easily. I mean, I loved the first one, but the second one here has been just really amazing so far. So, just everything about it. I mean, the scares were like 10 times as scarier in the second one than in the first one. The first one, it was good. It was tense. It had its moments where it did that, you know, the jump scares, the darkness, and the dark presence doing its thing, jumping out and scaring you every once in a while, you know, throwing objects at you. But this one just like, I don't know. It did it in such a good way that almost every single one of those things actually physically scared me. Like I almost leapt out of my chair every time. I shook. I know there was a couple of times where it happened where I threw the camera around because I was shaking so violently. The combat was a lot more fun. Dodging still very difficult. As always. The writing top notch, the characters, the voice acting. Graphically incredible. The darkness, the fog, the rain, just the lighting effects and everything just were so good. Phenomenal. And of course the audio and the music. What did you guys think? What would you rate it? For me, with everything being so amazing in the main part of the game and then all the side quest stuff, all the side stuff being also interesting, tying into the story so well, providing all that backstory and not being boring, being little puzzles that you solved and everything. I'd give it a 10. I'm pretty generous when it comes to rating games because I always have fun. Almost always. It's very rare that I don't enjoy playing something. So I think it deserves a 10 though. And my badass stamp of approval. Man, what else is there to say? Ahti and the Janitors, awesome. It's a cool addition. A cool addition to, you know, you have the old gods of Asgard on the metal side, but then you have Ahti and the Janitors with that kind of old school vibe. Oh, here we go. You again.
This part is just for you. After the haunting started, I got in touch with an organization that was still looking into what happened in Bright Falls. I went to their offices and something happened there. After I got home, I could suddenly remember everything. I remembered being trapped inside that lake. A dark ocean with echoes of myself, my fears, my photos, inside a dark tide of madness, the same events and images looping again and again. And then I saw a light. Your light. You dove in just as I swam out. You never drowned. And you're still there reaching out. That is what the haunting is. I can see you because I've been there too. I chose to come back to the dark place. That is why I put on this exhibition. I had to mislead you so that I could get you to where you needed to be. The only way out of your loop is destruction or ascension, light or dark. And we've covered the destruction part many times over. And we're getting to the ascension bit by bit. Time means nothing here. You'll still need to go through the loop. But I will keep showing you the images you need to see, the light you need to see, until you're ready. Alan, I think we're getting close.
It's not a loop. It's a spiral.
It's not a loop, it's a spiral. Oh no. So, it's like a second ending. Sort of. I think there's more to this story. From what I understand, there is some more stuff that we can play and possibly get an alternate ending. So it's interesting that, Alice climbed out or went back into the dark place so that Alan thought she was there and he would search for her and continue the story. Do we let it run? We might as well. We'll see if there's anything. Oh, Bacon X. I'll take some bacon. Yes, please. Orca. Also delicious. That's not how you spell orca, the whale, but... What did you guys think? Let me know. Let me know what you thought about the second one. I like that we ended the first one with it's not a lake, it's an ocean, and then we ended this one with it's not a loop, it's a spiral. It's out of control, that's what it is. Control, get it? All of this stuff just goes so full circle. It's amazing. That's another thing that I really love about all the Remedy games in this series. How they all tie together. I was editing Quantum Break and I noticed in some of the footage that the graffiti was similar too. Like there was writings about AWEs and stuff in the graffiti. So it was hinting at Control, which hadn't come out yet. So just kind of neat little things like that, like the little Easter eggs in each game that tie everything back together, and then how all the stories intertwine, how there's this constant kind of reoccurring theme, or themes, I guess, of time looping, time travel kind of things, and some sort of parallel events. Well, we'll see what happens when we get to the end of the credits here. We could speed it up, I suppose. Oh my God. I can't read any of that. I'm sorry, guys. It's actually kind of hard to watch. It's hard on the eyes, trying to focus. There was a lot of people involved in this. And hats off to everybody that was. It's fantastic. One of the best gaming experiences I've had. And I can see why some places said it was Game of the Year. Baldur's Gate 3 won a lot of Game of the Year awards. This one took a couple, I think. At least one. Oh, these are interesting. These are all kind of like the special acknowledgements for Rachel, who keeps the nightmares at bay. These are nice. Shout out to the watery room. Oh, there goes my camera again. We'll let it cool off for a second. Babies, production babies. A lot of babies born. Pets. Oh, Freya, Rip, Oliver, Tessa, Rosa, Mira, Frank the cat. Oh. Okay, let's see if it can just last. Camera, you just need to last just a little bit longer, okay? We're almost done. What's the fonts they use? Perfect. Now I'll know what fonts to use in my thumbnails. All in memory of Lance Reddick, Brett Madden, and Sammy Van Hatalo. The journey through the night continues. What? What's happening here? Did we watch these credits before? Are we going through the credits again? The same credits? Or is this different credits for different parts of the game? The music got really evil and was like, the journey through the night continues. That was like, hey, everybody, just kidding. It's time to dance. It's party time. Okay. I'm just curious, like, if this is the same credits or if it's different. We're going to speed through it and see if it has the same exact credits. And there's the fonts again, but it was a way shorter credit this time. So it must just been credits for some other, like maybe the dance sequences and stuff. All in memory of James McCaffrey. I think it was the credits for like the musical portion or something. The stuff with Warland Door and whatnot. That's it. It's over, but is it really over? Because there is the final draft now. Another 4 weeks of Alan Wake, you guess? I mean, maybe. I don't know how long the final draft is. New game. Oh, okay. Alan Wake the final draft is a new game plus mode with a new ending. It reveals a lot more of the story, apparently. So I didn't spoil anything. I just went to see how long it would take to play through it. And it looks like you have to play through the whole game again. So do we get any new cosmetics for beating everything? No? Nothing? Nothing. Bummer. Is there a place where I can see like all our collectibles and everything we did? I guess not. So the main story's over, but there are still a lot of unanswered questions. Obviously, there was that extra scene at the end with Alice, which by the way, I was going to say at the end of it, I was going to say, I love you too. But then it snapped to Alan and then he was like freaking out. And he said, it's not a loop, it's a spiral, which I don't know what that means. Honestly, I don't know what that means at all. But there is more to the story. So I think we will return to play the final draft because I love this game so much. I love this series so much. And I think the final draft actually ties into the other games a little bit more. I didn't see any spoilers. I just saw that it kind of connected the universe a little bit more with Quantum Break and Control, I think. I mean, it already tied in Control a lot. And they did tie in Quantum Break a little bit too with, Warland Door and Tim Breaker and everything. So again, that's just some of the things that I love about this. And I saw somebody, Fanny was saying that there was a cutscene that's not included where Dylan Faden talks about his dream of Deerfest. He has a dream about Deerfest, apparently, but it's not actually in the game, but apparently it's just like a hidden secret in the game files. So there is more things that tie into Control. They did talk about the redheaded woman too, which I'm pretty sure they're talking about Jesse Faden from Control. Anyways, what did you guys think of Alan Wake 2? Did you enjoy it as much as the first one? I liked it more. I like it more than the first one. I think the investigations and, the murder scenes, the cases, solving the cases, the little detective work that you got to do, that was all really cool. There was just so much stuff that was better. Overall better. So I loved it. I had a blast. Thank you guys so much for joining me. That's going to do it for this one. And we'll see you for the final draft whenever we return.